Hey everyone! Thanks for clicking on my video. My name is Rickson Feijo. I'm a PSU student at the University of Minnesota. Today you are lucky because I want to talk about something that's become an important part of our lives, and sadly, not always in a good way. I'm talking about social media addiction. We all spend time on apps like Instagram, TikTok, or Snapchat. But what happens when scrolling starts to feel more like a problem than just fun? First off, what exactly is social media addiction? Well, it's more than just spending a lot of time online. It's when we start losing control over how much we use it, even when it starts hurting our mental health, our relationships, and the things we are supposed to be doing every day. Research conducted by Jing Zhao shows that social media addiction is linked to things like impulsivity, low self-esteem, and social anxiety. A lot of people turn to social media to escape from uncomfortable feelings, but over time, it can actually make those feelings worse. And the scariest part? Well, it's not just about feeling sad or lonely, it's how we handle those emotions that can make us even more vulnerable. Studies show that spending too much time on social media is connected to things like higher levels of anxiety and lower grades. Research conducted by Yubo Hu found that college students who were more addicted to social media scored lower on mental health and did worse academically. And it's not just about how much time we spend online, it's about how it affects the way we see ourselves. Something that can really hurt our self-esteem and make us feel more alone is comparing our real lives to the perfect photos and videos we see online. I want you to remember something. Not everything that you see on social media is real. Most of the people just show the best part of their lives in these platforms, so you shouldn't compare yourself to something that isn't even the full picture. You are doing better than you think. Eric Orlowski is a digital anthropologist who wrote about his own experience in a month-long diary. He noticed that constantly switching between different apps made it harder for him to concentrate even on simple tasks. He came up with the idea of platform collapse, which means that having all your social media in one place, like your phone, makes it super easy to get sucked in. His story shows that social media addiction isn't just a big concept, it's a personal struggle. And for a lot of us, that struggle is real. So, what can we do about it? The good news is there are strategies that can help. The study conducted by Yubo Hu tested a two-stage self-help program. First, students reflected on their habits and made reminder cards to reduce their use. Then, they kept a daily diary, tracking their emotions and screen time, and set goals. And it worked! They started gaining more control over their social media use and saw improvements in their mental health. Another article by Canyon Creek Behavioral Health explained that social media addiction can have serious effects on your mental health and relationships. Experts actually describe it as a real behavioral addiction, just like any other. But I have good news! There are some strategies that can actually help, like therapy, support groups, and self-help strategies. The first step, though, is just noticing the signs. Things like always checking your phone, or feeling anxious when you are not online is the first step to healing. And finally, another article by Robinson and Smith from helpguide.org suggests some simple but powerful tips like practicing mindful usage, turning off notifications, and making time for real life activities like exercising and getting enough sleep. Now, I'm not saying we should quit social media completely. A study conducted by Dragana Ostic showed that it can also help us build social connections and feel more supported. But the key is balance. Too much use or using it to escape problems can lead to addiction and emotional harm. It's not always about the app itself, it's about how we use it. From my point of view, social media addiction is real, and it's something millions of people, especially teens and young adults, are dealing with. Always remember the first step is awareness. If it's hurting your sleep, confidence, or happiness, recognizing it is the beginning of getting better. Ask yourself, why am I scrolling? What am I avoiding? And then start limiting your screen time, checking in with your feelings, and talking to someone if you need help. And remember, you are not alone on this. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you think differently about social media, share it with someone who might need it. Let's make the online world a healthier place, one scroll at a time. Bye bye!